Good morning. Thanks for joining me on your mat. If you don't know, my name is Leah, and I am here at the Gradient Gallery in Thomas, West Virginia. I just finished recording a live yoga class on my Instagram, and if you want to watch that, you can search Wilderness Vibe. So that was really short and funky, and there was a lot of movement. And then I went over to Tip Top Coffee Shop and I got some energy. So we're going to see what happens today. But if you would like to get started, you can begin on your mat in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. And maybe you rest your hands on your knees, or you bring your hands to prayer at the center of your chest, or maybe you rest your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Let your shoulders slide down your back. Reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Let's start to take some nice deep breaths. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Trying to breathe a little bit deeper with every inhale and slower with every exhale. So with your inhale, you're thinking about stretching your ribs open, your lungs open. Everything just expands and gets a little bit bigger, and then as you exhale, everything just kind of softens. You let go of any tension that does not serve you. And then while you're here, start to incorporate your arms. So drop them down, and then as you inhale, reach them up to the sky. And then as you exhale, drop them down. And then inhale, reach up. And then exhale. Maybe push that air out and away. Inhale, reach up, reach wide, reach tall, and then exhale, push it all out. From here, you're going to bring your hands to the mat. Underneath your shoulders, fingers are spread nice and wide. Your knees are underneath your hips. As you inhale, you're going to take that right hand out to the right, all the way up to the sky. Look up at it, twist, and as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle. So that right hand slides palm up behind your left. You can come onto your right elbow, your right shoulder, or the right side of your face. If this feels good for you, you can stay right here. If you want to take it one step further, extend your left toes to the back of the mat. One step further is finding a spot for that left hand to rest. Maybe it stays where it is. Maybe you reach it forward towards the front of the mat, or maybe you wrap it behind your back. And if your balance is feeling steady, maybe you lift those left toes. Press the back of your right hand down into the ground to act as a counterbalance as you lift that left heel up a little bit higher. And if you'd like, you can bend your left knee, reach your heel towards your glute. Maybe reach back with that left hand. See if you can grab your foot, shin, or ankle. And if you can, begin to kick it away from you so you feel a stretch in the front of that left thigh. Slowly, carefully, with control, lower everything back down. So your left hand is underneath your left shoulder, your left knee is underneath your left hip. Come all the way back up onto all fours. And as you inhale, Lift your head, lift your chest, lift your tailbone up to the sky. As you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, arch your back. Dropping your belly low, and then as you exhale, round your spine, pull your belly up in. One last time, inhale, lift your head and your chest, and then as you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, round your spine. Come to a neutral spine, and we'll get the other side. So inhale, that left hand lifts up to the sky. Twist here, and then exhale, thread the needle on the other side. So that left hand is palm up, sliding behind your right. Rest wherever it is comfortable for you. And you can hang out right here. You don't have to go any further. You can enjoy this gentle twist. If you want to challenge yourself, maybe you reach that right hand forward. Maybe you get a stretch underneath that right shoulder. Maybe you wrap that right hand behind your back and open up the right side of your chest. Maybe you take those right toes to the back of the mat and begin to lift that right foot. Be aware that one side might be different from the other. What might be easy on one side is impossible on another, and that is totally fine. If that right foot is lifted, maybe you bend your knee, reach your heel towards your glute. And if that right arm is wrapped, maybe you reach back for your foot, shin, or ankle and begin to kick it away from you. Slowly, carefully, with control, release everything down to the mat. Right hand, right knee. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Cat-cow once again. Move with your own breath. Inhale, lift your head and your chest, and as you exhale, round your spine. We'll do 3 rounds. So moving as quickly or as slowly as it feels good for you. Pausing whenever you need to. Finding any movement or modification that your body wants. And then come to a neutral spine. We will tuck the toes, lift the knees, press the hips back, downward facing dog. Relax your head, relax your neck. Which is very difficult for me to do when I'm talking into a microphone. So from here, you're going to try to ground your heels down, even if you have to bend your knees. And you're going to reach your hips back towards the back of the mat and up towards the ceiling. On your inhale, lift your heels. On your exhale, bend your knees. Press into all 10 fingertips. Step, jump, or float your feet up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your big toes to touch. Drop your butt, bend your knees. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your arms if you'd like. Chair pose. Go ahead, look at your chair, make sure your knees are over your ankles and you can see your toes. Drop your butt a little bit lower. Pull your belly in towards your spine to protect your low back. Sit up a little bit taller. From here, bring your hands to prayer. Give your shoulders a break. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, twist left elbow to right knee. Pull that right shoulder back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Pull that left shoulder back. Come back to center. Now, from here, we're going to sit on the mat. You have a couple ways you can get there. You can move your feet a little bit wider and just sit down. Or you can start to sink your butt low and maybe lift your heels high and begin to lower your sit bones onto your heels. Extend your arms out in front of you to act as a counterbalance as you slowly and carefully sit your butt down. From here, you're going to bring the soles of your feet close to your groin. Open your knees nice and wide, and you're going to fold forwards. So instead of thinking about getting your forehead to your feet with that round spine, you want to think about getting your nose to the front of the mat. Now, it will never get there, but it's a direction to move in. So you have this long spine and a relaxed neck. Maybe you do little half circles here with your neck. Maybe just roll your head from side to side. Slowly sinking down in. Just being aware of the body. Any sensations that are coming up. Notice any tension. Notice if it's uncomfortable. And be aware enough to notice the distinction between discomfort and pain. Discomfort shows us where there's tension, where we're holding on too tight and we need to let go. But pain shows us where we need to stop. Set down our ego and be gentle. Gently start to make your way back up. You're going to extend your legs nice and long. Bring your hands behind you. It doesn't matter which way your fingers point. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. And you're going to lift your hips up, drop your head back. Just for a moment, lower your sit bones back down. You're going to take your right foot to the outside of that left leg. Squeeze it in, hug it in, and grab it with your left hand so that you can twist to the right. Now that right hand can be behind you if you'd like. And when you're twisting, think about twisting from your lumbar spine, from your thoracic spine. And when you're twisting your cervical spine, your neck, you're not just twisting from your neck. You're not over twisting. Try to keep your chin in line with your shoulder, or even a little bit closer to center. That way you know you're not going too far. Come back to center. Now from here, you're going to make a 4. So Your right foot does not move, but you're just lowering that right knee down. Flex your right ankle so you don't overstretch that right knee. Hang out right here or lean forward with your exhale. Keep your left foot flexed to protect your left knee, and you should feel this in the back of your left leg. Again, it does not matter how much you lean forward. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters how it feels to you. Are you in a place of comfort? Or are you in a place of discomfort? Or are you in pain? And if you're in pain, all you need to do is modify. Come out of it a little bit. Make it a little bit easier. Sit up a little bit taller. Maybe bend that left knee. Give your hamstrings a break. Or skip it entirely. Either way, extend both legs forward. Sit up nice and tall. And we'll get the other side. So left foot to the outside of your right leg. Hug it in. And then you're hugging it in with that right arm so you can begin to twist to the left. Again, just being aware that you're not over twisting in your neck. You're feeling a nice stretch in the outside of that left hip. When you come back to center, you're just going to drop that left knee down. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, and either remain here or fold forwards with your exhale. Again, it is not a severe movement. This is a really good way to stretch the hips, the back of the thighs, and the low back. Which are all areas that hold so much tension, so much stress, so much of what we think we should do or what it should look like. So don't push it here. Gently start to come out of it. Extend both legs. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Your legs can be extended, or you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Lift your hips up. Drop your head back. Lower your hips down. Squeeze your knees into your chest. And either remain here for a modified child's pose, or lift your feet up off the mat. Engage your core and practice balance. Eventually, you're going to roll one vertebrae at a time, all the way back onto your back. Extend your legs up to the sky.
Just letting all of the deoxygenated blood flow back to your heart. And then slowly bring your knees in towards your chest. Place the soles of your feet on the mat. Arms go out to the sides, palms down. You're going to drop both knees to the left as you look to the right. Come up to center. Drop your knees to the right, look to the left. Come up to center. Squeeze your knees into your chest. And then gently roll up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to touch. Touch your thumbs to your forehead. To remind yourself to think kind thoughts. Touch your thumbs to your lips. To remind yourself to speak kind words. And touch your thumbs to your heart. To remind yourself to be kind to yourself. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall, and as you exhale, bow your forehead towards your fingertips. Namaste. All right, thank you. That is all I have for you today. If you would like to take a Shavasana, you can lay down. And if you would like to donate what you can so that my time is compensated, you can search the Wild Child Yogi on Venmo or PayPal and donate what you would like for this class. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you next time. Bye.